Well, hello, coffee time friends. Let's talk some fajitas. I'm doing something very unusual for me, drinking coffee with flavoring. That's right. I don't hardly ever drink flavored coffee, and especially in the morning, I want only pure coffee. But someone sent us, hand me that coffee right there, Mama, on the side of you. Someone sent us a bag of coffee. Actually, they sent a couple, and
just that one with the.
and this is the one that's got the flavor, and this is good. Community specialty pumpkin pecan pie.
Well,
Pumpkin
smells
pecan pie.
wonderful.
Mama's not ventured into it yet. She's having hot tea. But that is what I'm drinking, and thank you for whoever sent that. We'll get your name when we get the rest of it. But I thought, it's a fall afternoon. I'm going to try that. Now, in the afternoon, I will drink some flavors, but most of the time, I just want pure old coffee. But this,
Just make sure
it's
to
good.
eat the coffee.
it smells like pumpkins and pecan. And I'm a fan. I am a fan. And you cream and sugar folks could probably make it taste very much like pie. Because once you get that cream and sugar in there, you're close to having pie anyway, aren't you? Now, what am I doing down here? Well, I'm trimming this chicken up and getting ready to put it in a skillet and have fajitas. I don't really want to touch the phone because I've got chicken, but I've got a little I can deal with. I prepared because I thought you're going to be touching chicken. You don't want to touch your phone. So, this is what I'm doing. This is just 2 chicken breasts, not equally proportioned.
1.5.
It's 1.5.
1.5.
Mama used 1.5, so here's 1.5 left. So I'm just getting that fat off there. Now, that'd be wonderful for dumplings. And these are huge, or this one probably was too. This is a huge chicken breast. Anytime you're dealing with raw chicken, try to remember, not to touch a lot of stuff. Steak. Get you some Clorox wipes or something. Keep your area good and clean.
Just leave it together and I'll put it in a little vapor.
You gonna fix dumplings or something?
I might. Make me a little bowl.
She ain't worried about us. She's just gonna make her a bowl. Well, Mama, you could make us all some. Well, Mama, if you're going to do that, you want me to save this one for you, this whole little breast?
No. I've got some more in there.
Okay. She's had some more ways that we don't know about. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to attempt to cut this big one in half. Now, the best way I have found to do it is hold it like this, stick your knife right in there, and just slice and hold it. Once you get past the cut, pinch it a little tighter. I have tried cutting them like they do, when they lay them down. I can't do no good with it. But this way, I do get 2 pretty even pieces. They're not sliding around. And I have pretty good luck with that little method. So if you need to use it, feel free. And there's 2 rather thin pieces.
Do you want the skillet getting warm? Oil in it?
Yeah,
not?
if you want to, Mom. Mom's going to help me cook. She said she wasn't going to. She said, I ain't cooking this thing, you cook.
I told her they've done nothing. I'm just lazy.
So I'm taking both of these, and now I look like I got double the chicken.
But you do. Look at that.
Look at that. Now I got 4 wonderful pieces. So I'm just going to slice these up. These are for the fajitas that we're having. And quite simple. It's not hard at all, really. Fajitas are not hard to pull together. Someone said the night when I was making the pickles, said, you've got the pickles and the onions. Just get some chicken and the peppers. You got it all together right there. And I thought, well, you're right. Got everything I need. So maybe that's what got me started thinking about fajitas. But I love good fajitas. So I'm going to make some. This is Saturday evening. And it'll be a good little Saturday evening treat. Now I'm just cutting these. I just start on one end like you see here and just cut it across. Kind of on the angle. And make long fillets. I may slice them in half. But this will make up some good fajita meat. And there they are. Remember the last time I fixed chicken on here for something. I had an awful time with it. I was trying to slice it or cube it. I remember thinking, I won't do that no more on camera. Thank you, man. But here I am again. I don't learn easy, do I? I take my learnings hard. I keep doing them over and over.
I'm not cutting it no more.
I said, for now on, I'll cut up chicken before we start, because I like to never cut that chicken. I don't forget what I was cutting it up for now. I was cutting it up for something, and I cut it twice before I got it cut in half. But I was cutting it on a plate that I knew Mama wouldn't let me scratch. So, see the difference when you use what you're supposed to use? This is a chicken cutting board. It's even got a chicken on it right here. So, that's what this is for. So, when you use the right piece of equipment, you'll do a better job. Don't use Mama's plate, because if you scratch it up with a big old knife, and you ain't supposed to cut on a plate anywhere, are you, Mama?
No, you're not.
I was raised better than that.
You could chip a piece of rice off from it.
Mama used to ask me, she'd say, wasn't you raised better than that? You just raised better than do that. Anything I do. Close that door. Quit acting that way. You wasn't raised in a barn.
It's a bad reflection on me when you do stuff that you're raised.
Like cut chicken in a glass plate?
Yeah.
I wouldn't slide you around so you could see Mama making fun of me.
Oh, no. I don't have
Mama says, oh, no. Here, let me...
No, I'm all right.
There you go. Look, there she is.
I'll scoot this way.
It's a bad reflection on you, ain't it, Mama?
Yeah. I used to tell you when you was little, if you went somewhere, you act right or behave, because that's a bad reflection on me and your daddy, and you're not going to embarrass us.
And Daddy would always say, when I'd leave, he'd say, remember who you are, and it's me and your mama that'll have to be, that'll have to take the heat for you not doing what you're supposed to do, because we raised you. And I was always under the gun, wasn't I, Mama?
Mm-hmm. I'll say you didn't embarrass me.
Right.
Because you didn't want no whipping later, did you?
Oh, a whipping, a whooping.
A whooping. I told this lady in Illinois when I was up there with my oldest brother, I was about 11, and she's Puerto Rican, and I couldn't understand her, and she couldn't understand me. You don't mix Puerto Rican and hillbilly together and understand each other. But we'll say she understood me a lot better than I did her.
So you didn't know any languages when you said
no,
that?
No, I hadn't never heard nothing but just here. I hadn't never been up there before. No.
Is that the one that was the good teens and give you the Kool-Aid and stuff?
Yeah, she would. I'd watch my brother's kids and 2 kids, and she had 2. And down in the backyard, and they lived up like on the 3rd floor or something. And we'd play and stuff, and she'd holler, and she as sweet as she could be. She'd say, come on, rest a minute, and she'd have us something to drink, Kool-Aid or juice or
Mama makes friends everywhere.
Or something, and she'd have cookies, and we'd quit playing, or I'd quit watching them play and took them up there, and she said she was telling me not to let them go out in the alley. And I was having a hard time, and I said I never would forget it as long as I lived. And I said, this old Southern talk and everything. And she said, don't let them go out. And she was sure. I said, you mean whip them? Yeah, she says, whoop them, whoop them, whoop them, whoop them, whoop them. And I never will forget that. I said, poor old thing, I probably messed her language up forever, me the way I talked.
You don't want to introduce Southern drawl when you don't have to, do you?
No, I said I felt sorry for her. Lord, she's sweet as she could be. She would make sure they had something to drink to cool off and eat, and you couldn't ask for no better. And her kids was well behaved. A whole lot better than my little niece and nephew was at that time.
Mm-hmm. All right, so there's a little bit of fat Mama might flavor some dumplings with. Or we might throw that out. Who knows what might happen with that. But here is the rest of it cut up. Now, I have got here, and I've not touched any raw chicken with this hand. I made sure of that. This is just some fajita mix, probably out of a container we had some left over. But you can make your own with chili and cumin and oregano, salt, pepper. So if you, yes, please.
I think this was in a big container, and I didn't have room up here in my.
Yeah. So this is just
cabinet.
fajita mix, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sprinkle about half of it on this chicken, and just let it season it. That way when it's frying, some of that'll fry right in it.
It'd be getting hot over here. I forgot about that.
Mama's walked off from the stove. That's the reason I don't let her cook when she ain't paying attention. I said, Mama, if you start cooking before I get over there, don't you get distracted. I would tell you, one time I about burnt the house down trying to cook for the hummingbirds. Mama said, I guess you got distracted.
You did worse than me.
So that's just a little of the fajita mix. You can use anything you want. This is just some out of a box or packet or something we had left over. And this is just table salt right here. And this is just some table pepper right here.
That was chicken. I forgot what that. It was in a big container.
Now when I get over here to the stove, I'm going to add...
Oh, jerk. What was that?
What's that, huh?
That spice. It's
This?
Yeah.
No, this ain't jerk. This
Okay.
is just fajita.
Fajita. Okay.
I think it come out of one of them bigger packs and we didn't use it all. You could mix this up and do both sides and all that, but I'm going to add all this in there later when I get the vegetables going and everything. And I'm going to take this over there. I'm going to put this in that hot olive oil Mama's done got going. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of lemon pepper on top of it. And I'm just going to let it brown, get it good and golden brown. It's not like fried chicken, but it'll just be good and brown. So y'all hang on just 1 second. We'll get over there to the stove. Okay, now what I did, I went ahead and put the chicken in here. Has a little bit of the fajita on it. You can see I just slid it off that plate, washed that plate up. We have taken a Clorox wipe, wiped down the counter, everything we was touching over there. I've washed my hands very good. So from here on out, we won't have any raw chicken to worry with. Now into this, I added all those other flavors in the fajita, but I'm also going to add a little lemon pepper. And this is just McCormick's lemon pepper seasoning. And I'm just going to sprinkle it right on top while this is cooking. And I'm just sprinkling a light layer over all the chicken. And that's it. Put that right back up in the cabinet. And I'm just going to let this do what it does. Brown up. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on it. And that way it will steam that up and make it good. There you go. It'll steam that up real well. And then I'll turn it, let it brown on the other side, and we'll be done with the chicken. And then I'll show you about the vegetables. Just hang on. So we got the chicken on, and it is simmering. Now this is some of Mama's peppers that she just got off her garden. Look how pretty they are. Look at that one. Awful cherry yellow. So that one probably would have got all yellow. We should have left it on the vine. I guess it would get all yellow in the house. I don't know, Mama. Do peppers change colors?
Yeah. That is.
They ripen, don't they?
Some of them was very close to the ground, and they was saying it's going to rain, so I didn't want them to get wet. Stay wet.
Yeah. Yeah, the rain is coming. Cooler weather's coming here for us. I don't know about you all, where you're at, but and I'm not meaning cold weather. We're not in danger of frost yet, but it's 70s, and we've been in the 90s again. This week it kind of warmed back up. We was getting all fall, but people saying, "Oh, fall's here." I said, "Nah, it'll warm back up." It's just like the spring. We have several warm spells, and then it goes right back to being cold spells.
We have several fall springs.
Yeah, fall springs they call them. But we'll take whatever we get because it's all good. Now this is good homegrown pepper, and you don't have to use this much, or you can use more. And this will cook down a little bit, but I don't let mine cook a long time because I like a little bit of toothy to them or whatever, just kind of like al dente for pasta. I want them to be a little, but I do cut them thin enough that they'll cook quick. And I'm not going to use all that one because I got this little one here I'm going to use. And then I don't know that it matters, but I'm going to put this red one just for color, and that'll be our pepper. like I said before, I like pepper, but I don't like it on pizza. Don't know why. And I don't care for it, like as in stuffed peppers. Well, I say that, but I haven't really tried to eat one in years. So maybe I should try again. Who knows? Maybe my tastes have changed enough that I would like them again. And this is just a small Vidalia onion. We don't use a lot of onion, not because we don't like it, but because they don't like us. So I'm just going to quarter it, and I'm going to slice it just like this. Then just let them little half moon pieces be. Red pepper, you've got stuck to my knife. And that will take care of our onion. Now you can use onion, minced onion. Either one of us is getting, either Mama's getting company or the neighbors are getting company. And Sierra's sending the alarm. Oh, we got a package, she said. So Sierra's like, somebody's out here. Quick, get over here and do something about it. She's really hoping it's the FedEx guy because he brings her, or the UPS guy because they bring her treats. So whenever she gets the opportunity for a treat, she don't pass it up. She won't pass it up. Alright, so I'll just put this little bit of onion in here. Now the onion, I'll let it make sure it's good and done because we don't want, and when you're doing this, sometimes you can just have the chicken and not necessarily pick these vegetables off and not necessarily have to eat the onion. But I do. I like them. I do like the onion. And then I'm going to cut us up some fresh and have it to go on top. And good eats. Mama, you want to sit that chicken? It's smelling good.
While she's barking now, it wasn't her driver.
Oh, it wasn't her regular driver. Oh, Maggie's got a driver. She loves him. She would leave me and Mama for him. We know that. We don't argue about it because he has never once given her a bath. He's never once made her do stuff she didn't want to do. And all he ever does is pets her, loves her, and gives her treats. So she thinks...
Birdie's special ham sandwich had brought stuff back from up north. He said she's eating good today. He said I'd share my sandwich with her.
Maggie's not at all spoiled. Not even by FedEx and UPS. Was that UPS or FedEx?
That was UPS.
Oh, they're good to her. They love her. Everybody loves Maggie, except the groomer. And the lady who does my grooming for Maggie, she is wonderful. And she puts up with Maggie. And Maggie is the most hatefulest, irritable, grouchiest dog I know in the world when it comes to grooming. You can't have a dog any meaner than her. It takes...
I'd be upset too. She don't get no say-so on how she looks.
It takes both of us an hour. I have to stand there with her and hold her. I'm serious. She's just that dog. Love her. When you take her for the grooming, it's a workout. It's like a day at the gym. Or at least an hour. It's rough. I'm just going to squirt a little bit of this lemon on there. And I've got some bottled lime. Good old bottled lime. I don't have any limes. I don't find this to be taste bad or anything. I like it. I don't like this in the lemon. Of course, y'all know I use Minute Maid. And I guess they may have lemon in the Minute Maid. I don't know. Or lime, I mean. I haven't noticed it. I'm going to go over there and check on my chicken. Squirt a little lime on it. Squeeze a little lemon on it. And put my vegetables in there. And we're going to get ready to call this supper. It ain't going to take long, folks. We're almost there. Hang on. Okay, I'm adding the rest of this in there. This is probably was equivalent of a whole pack of the fajitas mix. And if I was going to give you a recipe, I'd tell you to add a pack of the fajita mix or 2 ounces of your homemade. And that's what I put in here. You stirring it around. You can see it's making it nice and brown. Look at that, beautiful. That's that chili powder, the cumin. Salt, pepper, all those good seasons they put in there. I have made homemade fajita powder, and I have a recipe for it. And that's basically all it is. Salt, pepper, oregano, chili, cumin. I have seen some original, they call it original, and it has cinnamon and other things in it, but I never put cinnamon in mine. Love cinnamon, I just don't really want it in my fajita. Maybe it's because I never fixed it, but anyway. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of lime juice in here. And that just gives it that little bit of acid it needs. And I'm squeezing a half a lemon. I hold it upside down, leave the seeds in there, and only take the juice out. I don't want seeds in my fajitas. That wouldn't be pleasant. But you can squeeze it, turn it over in your hand like that, and you get about all that juice out of there. Now I'm going to add my vegetables, onions, and peppers. That's all I got here. And this will kind of just cap over this meat, and it'll cause a little steaming action as you put it on there. Spread it out. Now the meat's on the bottom, so it's going to continue to brown. And I'm going to put my lid right back over it. And there it is, folks. Pure goodness coming at you. We're going to give that about, I'd say 5 minutes. And then we'll check it. We'll be waiting to let you all check it with us. Hold on. Well, it's done, folks. And it's delicious and ready to go. We're going to bless it right quick. And then I'm going to dip it up. Mama can go ahead and start eating because she wants it good and hot, too. So let's bless it, Mama. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal, dear Lord. We thank you for providing for us, dear Lord. We just thank you for everything you do and everything you're going to do, dear Lord. And dear Lord, we just pray for all the people that are watching and all the viewers that are turning prayer requests, dear Lord. Just pray that you'll answer each and every one of those in your time and your glory and your will. In your precious name we pray and ask these things. Amen. All right, folks, here it is. I'll show you the whole spread. Y'all know how I do the bag with the Tostitas. Pull them corners in the bottom, make that Tostita bowl. Here's some fresh home garden tomato we bought last week. And here is the star of the show. Look at that. Fajitas, chicken fajitas, delicious.
I'll get it.
Oh, all right. There you go, Mom. And I had all kinds of different tortillas in the refrigerator, and I just made them all. Here's some whole wheat ones, and here's some floured ones, and here is one spinach one on top. And I cut them in half, and we'll eat those. So, Mama, are you ready?
I reckon I am.
All right. You want everything, or just...
Just a little bit of everything. I'll try it.
All right, Mama, that's chicken and peppers. I'll give you some more good proteins, because I know you ain't going to eat many of them other things.
That's good.
And I know Mama likes Tostitos. Oh, thank you, Radley. This little thing with the bag will save you a lot of trouble. You just pull your corners up in there on the bottom. You'll have to push your chips up and make your bottom level. Just like that. See there? And you can set that flat on the table. And it won't go anywhere. So that's a little trick. Little chip bowl trick. Especially if you're having a big party, you got a bunch of varieties of chip. Now, Mama, variety is the word for tonight. Do you want spinach? Do you want whole wheat? Or do you want flour tortilla?
Give me a little whole wheat one.
A whole wheat. Here you go, Mama. Well, you know what? I put them in the microwave.
And they stuck a little bit.
And they stuck a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But we ain't eating for...
Looks no way.
No, you'll have a hole every now and then, but oh, it'll be so good.
Yeah.
We eat them just kind of, and I'll take this spinach one here. Just tear them up. I don't try to eat them the right way because it'll be everywhere.
I'm going to try this one.
And I left my apron on purpose today because I know how I am with fajitas. I know one of them's going to end up on my shirt. And I don't want that. All right, Mama, what's the verdict?
Well, that pepper was good.
You grew that pepper. That's one of your peppers, Mama. Now, here's sour cream.
You think I'm going to say something bad about
Your own growings? No,
a little
Mama.
dab on that, please. think.
Just a dollop on the top.
No, that's more than that little speck you was putting on there.
Oh, I was cute. I knew what was going on. And here's some jalapenos. Mama, you want a jalapeno?
Sure, honey.
And here is some salsa, and here is some white cheese. This is straight out of the jar. This is queso blanca. This is Focino Verde. That comes from our local little Save-A-Lot down there. Pour a little bit. I put that in the microwave for just a few seconds, about 30. And here is a wonderful salsa that one of y'all sent us, and I do like it. It is Claire's Orchard corn salsa, and I like it. I love corn salsa too. Mama, what's your verdict?
It's good. I forgot my tomatoes.
Oh, Mama, don't forget them tomatoes. We went way out of the way last week to get a hold of them.
Well, it really wasn't way out of the way.
Well, no, 12 miles or so. I liked a little bit of them too, Mama.
You want some too?
Yes, please. You want to hold it for me?
I sure will. Well, you didn't like the way I was holding it, huh?
I didn't want you to have to hold that. I was just aggravating you as usual. As per usual. All right, folks, there it is. That's supper tonight. Let me show you mine. Look there. You can't beat that for just a good old, quick, easy Saturday afternoon supper. Try this chicken. Tender. It tastes so good. Delicious, folks. I recommend it. How about you, Mama?
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing, I didn't even start until we started. We've been on here 26 minutes, and I took a couple of pauses. The whole thing wasn't a 30-minute meal. It didn't take that long. And the peppers are, they're perfect. And they went in there 5 minutes because they steam good. Lay them on top of that meat, cover them, and look, it's perfect. They got a great flavor too.
Them red ones are real good.
Is there a difference between the red and the green, Mama?
Well, they say, I don't know.
I mean, are you tasting it?
Well, yeah, the colored ones are a little sweeter and not as strong pepper
Probably.
as the green ones.
But they're both delicious. Both of them are delicious. Mama. Hey, Mama.
Oh, no.
Since we're having chicken fajitas.
We're having a chicken joke.
A chicken joke, Mama.
Oh, goodness.
Mama, why don't teams of chickens play basketball?
Teams of chicken.
Why don't we have a basketball team made up of chickens?
Because they don't have hands to dribble.
No, Mama. That's your last try.
No, that was just the first one.
Why don't we have a basketball team with chickens, Mama? Well, Mama,
I don't know.
if we had a basketball team with chicken, there'd be way too many fouls.
No,
that was a good one.
I wouldn't have come up with it at all. Oh.
That was a good one.
I was thinking about jumping or...
You kids tell that one Monday at school. It's a funny one. All right, folks.
Don't you get them in trouble?
Well, Mama, that ain't a bad... That's a foul joke, but it ain't bad. Folks, find you something good to eat, make you some memories, and enjoy yourself. Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama, and God bless you all.
Bye, y'all.